Hello there and welcome to Rhea Online, the show where it's all about celebrating, encouraging and empowering women in all their facets. I'm Rhea Gobi. Now in Botswana, over 67% of women have experienced some sort of abuse, some sort of rape, and this is over double of the global average. Rape cases, just like murder cases, are on the rise. International studies have shown that 1 in every 8 minutes a woman is raped, and 1 in 9 of those rape cases are actually reported. Gender-based violence undermines the health, the dignity, the security of a victim. Yet it's shrouded in a culture of silence, normalization. Just in 2018, during the festive season, we saw over 100 women being raped. And early this year in 2019, a young lady by the name of Zinedine shared her story on Twitter. And this encouraged a lot of women to come out and share theirs too. And in today's episode, I have a beautiful, strong, brave young woman who decided to share her story not only on social media, but she's here to share her story with us too. Welcome, Hope.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm okay. How
Are you good?
Yeah.
You sure you don't need some water?
I'm
Because
fine.
I sure do need some.
I'm okay.
So, we saw the story of Zinedine on Twitter, and it came onto Facebook, and you saw that as well. Just tell me about that experience as you were seeing her story. What prompted you to actually share yours?
Okay, like I was just scrolling my newsfeed and then I came across the story, her story. So I read and then it just reminded me of myself, that 7 years back. And then I said, okay, I commented on it, on the post. I told them, okay, you and I, we have a similar story. I was raped by my mom's boyfriend 7 years ago. On 2012, I was 12 years old. Actually, I was 15 years old. So I told my mom about it. Too bad I got HIV. Even now I'm living with it. But my mom, she never reported it. I never went for a counseling, not even anything. She didn't do anything to help me. So I just dealt with it by myself. I started the treatment by myself, the HIV treatment by myself. So I got into depression, serious depression. I had depression pills for a month.
So, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to go back a bit. So this happened when you were just 12 years old.
Yes.
And where was your mom during that time? How did it happen?
That same day the incident took place, I told her. And then she was like, What do you want me to say? What do you want me to do? I'm like, and then I was like, what? And then inside me, I just told myself and said, okay, fine. I just told my mom with the hope that she's going to do something about it. But what is going on? And then I kept shut. I was shocked again. I didn't tell anyone. I didn't have any courage to tell anyone about it because I told my mom she didn't do anything. So I lost hope.
So when you told her, she didn't believe you?
Not really. From her facial expression, it's like she knew about it. She was like, I said, Mom, Kana, your boyfriend did this to me. And then she was like, okay, so what?
So what?
Yes. And then I said, Mom, I'm bleeding. Can't you see I'm bleeding? What do you want me to do? That was her response. So I went into my room. I cried. I cried so much with the hope that when she hears me crying, she's gonna come back into the room and said, okay, I was shocked, this and that, but no, she didn't come back. She just didn't do anything about it.
And you were just 12.
I was just 15. I was 15.
Wow. Okay. We're going to continue this conversation. I really want you to share with us that time when it was happening, what your mom's boyfriend said to you, how he managed to even manipulate you, if at all he did. All right?
Okay.
We're going to continue the conversation in just a little bit. Please don't go anywhere. This is Ray Online.
Yes, I do. From the standpoint that you find that these people are marginalized by the occupations that they are in most of the times. You find that a person who is a maid can be stigmatized to the extent that they are not allowed to look after children because of the mother's risk bearing for their children, that it might transfer to the kids and make a whole lot of consequences that are not planned for.
Kare ga ke tsele gore go ntse go na le bangwe ba eleng gore sentse ba kgetholwa because ba na le mogare wa nako ya gompieno.
Welcome back to the show. It is Rhea Online, and we are still talking to a young woman by the name of Hope, and she's just sharing with us her story of rape and abuse. Hope, you were sharing with us just before about how it all happened. Just pick it up from there.
Okay, I was coming home from school. It was around October 2012. So when I got home, my mom's boyfriend was home. He was alone. So when I got into a room to change the uniform, when I got into my room, he just got in my room, and then I was like, what are you doing? What do you want? And then he said no, your mom left money so that you can get something to cook in the evening. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll come when I'm done with changing. And then he went. After changing, I went to their room. I knocked, and he said, get in. I got in, and then I said, I'm here. So there was a 50 note on top of the dressing table. And then I said, I'm here. And he said, there's the 50 note, go and get something. When I tried to reach out for the 50 note, he jumped on top of the bed, and then he locked the door. So I was just thinking then, like, I was just standing there saying nothing. And then he grabbed me and then pulled me, covered my mouth, ripped my underwear and my clothes. So I tried to scream, but he was way too strong. I tried to scream, so he was way too strong. I couldn't do anything really. So he raped me. Then when he was done, and then I said, you know what? I'm going to tell Mom about it when she comes back from work. And he laughed. He laughed at me. So I was just wondering, why is this man laughing? I'm trying to threaten him. So he said, there's no use for you to tell your mom because she already knows about this. And then I was like, really? So I unlocked the door and went into my room. Then I got into my room, I was crying, I was shocked because I was bleeding, there was blood everywhere. So I was just there. Then I have 3 siblings.
Are they younger? Are they older?
They are younger than me.
So you're the firstborn?
I'm the firstborn.
So your younger siblings, are they the kids for your mom's boyfriend as well?
No.
Okay.
No. So when my sister, Faith, when she got home from school, she found me like undercover on top of the bed. And then she said, Mabonzo robits.
Mm.
And then I said, no, I'm okay. Because I didn't know if I told her she could understand what I was going to talk about.
Now.
Yeah. So I just said, no. Okay, I'm ready, please. You gotta knock it sharp. So I went to wash up. So there was too much blood. So I went into my bed, on top of my bed, and then I sat down. And then I heard my younger brother said, Mama has arrived from work. Then I said, okay, finally, now I'm going to tell Mom about this. So when Mom arrived, and then I went into my mom's room. The boyfriend was not there. I don't know whether he went to the shops or what.
Yeah.
And then I said, Mom, there's something that I need to tell you. And then he said, I'm listening. What is it? And I said, I didn't understand what I was saying. I said, your boyfriend?
Mm.
And then he looked at me like, and then said, Mom, look at me, I'm bleeding. I said, and then she said, so what do you expect me to do?
Do you think or believe inside of you that she knew right now, looking back?
Definitely. I feel she was sacrificing me.
For her relationship?
Yeah. And then I said, Mom, can't you see I'm bleeding? And then she said, go into your room and wash up. We'll talk about this some other time. So after hearing what she said, I was like, okay, Mom, wow. I had so much hope that you were going to do something about it. You are my mom. How can you say this? I don't understand what happened, so I'm just telling you because I want you to help me, but you can't help me. And then he said, someone do want to do ya. And then I went to my room.
Honestly, I have no words. No words. We're going to go for a quick break, all right? And we'll continue this conversation. Remember, we're talking about living with HIV, experiencing rape, abuse. Please don't go anywhere. We're gonna go for a quick commercial break. We'll be back.
Tota batho ba HIV re tshela la bone sentle because re ikamogetse ka gore le bone ba ikamogetse la ha motho a ka se ka to go gena gore a rena ke molwetse wa HIV so tota re tshela la bone sentle hela gona la le mathata tota
nna ke akanya gore a ba ka gore malatsing a gona dikgetlollo re bereka le bone sentle le bona ba itshwanela gore ba itebelele kwa tlase ka gore a gona diotse re ba tsaya sentle re ba tsaela ka batho.
Welcome back to Rea Online. It's never easy to talk about such things, especially on such a platform. So, bear with me at times when I'm just a bit emotional today. Remember, we're talking about living with HIV, rape, abuse, and Hope is here with us to share with us her story. Hope, how's your relationship right now with your mom?
My relationship with my mom, I've never experienced that motherly love from her. So when my grandmother Ampel, I grew up kahoni because she took me from her 4 months. It's like she hated me since I was born. So all my life I believed I was a mistake to her. Because I'm the firstborn child, I'm a mistake to her, so I just lived with it. So understanding that, it made me believe that, okay, how how she's treating me definitely describes and makes me understand this whole thing more, that okay, she's just like this because I'm a mistake to her.
So have you ever had that conversation with your mom, telling her how you just feel like a mistake now that you're older?
No. Sometimes I even talk to her and say, like, I tell her that, Mom, it's okay. And then she'll be like, okay. She'll be cutting me out. And then, because honestly, I'm scared of her. Even now, I'm scared of her. So I don't know if I'll ever have a conversation like that with her in my life.
And I know that, I think, off screen you shared with me about how your mom gave you to your grandmother at just 4 months. And that obviously has pained you as well with your relationship with your mom.
Yeah.
And now you're 22. Are you dating? Are you able to, explore your sexuality?
Honestly, the dating side is pretty hard for me because, like, okay, fine, if you are dating someone, how do you tell them that you were raped? How do you tell them that you live with HIV? How do you tell them that we live on pills? Like, I told this other guy, I can't name him, and then he got all furious. So, and then I just said, okay, fine. If somebody comes, I'm gonna tell them right there and there. If they leave, they're gonna leave. I'm sick of pretending. I just want to satisfy my life.
Yeah.
Because if I keep on lying, not necessarily lying, but if I'm not saying it, then there's a time let's say I'm having my medication at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to take the pill?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was suffering. So I just decided, okay, fine. I'm going to tell the world or even the people out there that now I'm living with HIV. It's not my fault living with HIV. I never asked for it. So I can't say I blame another person. It's God's will.
Wow.
So
That is strength.
yeah. So
That is strength.
that gave me a lot of strength. How my mom treated me, it gave me a lot of strength. I used how she treated me to stand for myself. So I just told myself one day that, you know what, I'm sick of trying to talk to my mom, trying to express my feelings about how I feel. The way she's treating me is just the way, it's just, I've had enough of it.
And do you talk to her? Do you have a relationship with her?
My
What's
mom?
there now? Yes.
She's there. Recently, during the festive seasons, my grandma tried to sit me and her down so that we can talk about it.
I'd love to have another episode talking about just mother and daughter relationships, because I feel like I've also experienced that. It's obviously not as yours, but I've also experienced that where my own mom and I just don't have that kind of mommy and daughter relationship, and you end up being so mad at her, and you grew up with this anger. So I can only imagine how much more for you now that you have to live with this disease for the rest of your life. Do you have any goals, any aspirations? I know you've done your Form 5 and you didn't go to school.
Yeah. So the thing is, I finished my Form 5 in 2015. I didn't have good points. The sister to my mom, she was worried about my points because I wasn't be material. So she said, Hope, what happened? Then I said, I don't know. I was thinking a lot about it because I had panic attacks, severe panic attacks. I remember one time I was hospitalized when I fainted at school because I was thinking so much. My mom hates me. Her boyfriend raped me. I'm HIV. This is way, way too much for me to handle. So I went to a pastor. A pastor said, you have to talk to God about it. Okay, so I was in a room and then I was alone. I liked isolating myself. I hated people. So and then I started talking to myself like, God, why do you do this to me? What is going on? What did I ever do to my mom? Why does she hate me so much? Am I not her daughter? But the other part of me says, this all shall come to pass. It's only the matter of time. And yeah, it was the matter of time. Now, God, I can't talk to her. We are living in the same yard.
Okay.
But we are strangers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hope. Just like your name says, you have come on this show to give so many people hope. You know, and there is a reason why you were named Hope. There's a reason why you are who you are right now. And there's a reason why everything happened. Obviously, it doesn't make sense. But I just want to say thank you for coming on the show and sharing with us your story. I know it wasn't easy.
Yeah.
And I really pray that as you grow, that you will make peace with your own relationship with your mom for what it is. One thing I'll tell you is you're not going to have that mommy and daughter relationship.
Yeah, I know.
It's not going to happen. So the best thing is just to accept what it is that you've been given and work with that. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to this very heartbreaking episode of Rea Online. Please do join us again next week, same time, same place. Rea Copy signing out.